Welcome to Department of Collegiate and Technical Education. The topic name is Shear Force and Bending Moment. This is Unit 3. I am going to give a presentation of Session 9. The subject name is Strength of Material. This is for 3rd sem Mechanical Engineering students. Okay, next slide we are going to have the contents of today's session. Problem on simply supported beam with point loads and uniformly distributed load. Before going to start with the problem, I am going to have a previous session. Previous session we have solved 2 problems on simply supported beam with point load also and UDL also. Okay, in this session we are going to solve 3 problems on simply supported beam with point load and uniformly distributed load. This is the problem they have given. The problem they have given is simply supported beam of span 4 meter carries a point load of 4 kN at a distance of 1.5 meter from left support. Okay, simply supported beam they have given and a span of 4 meter and one point load they have given from left support at a distance of 1.5. This is 1.5 up to here, a magnitude of 4 kN. After that, this is very important point for understanding purpose. In addition to the problem, it also carries an UDL of 2 kN is a magnitude starting from 1.5 meter from left support. We have to start from left support only, but the UDL is starting from after 1.5 only. Okay, run up to 1 meter. That UDL is run up to 1 meter. Draw SFD and BMD. We are going to start with left support, but we will start with after 1.5 only. This is 1.5. After that, we are having UDL from here to here. The distance would be 1 meter because it runs over 1 meter. This is the problem. Accordingly, we have to draw SFD and BMD. Okay. Next, this is the conversion. What I discussed. This is 1.5 meter. We are having one load 4 kN. After 1.5 only, we are going to have UDL up to a distance of 1 meter of magnitude 2 kN per meter. Okay, up to here we have understood. After that, firstly, we have to determine reactions at the supports. I am going to give a name. This support, left support as A, this is B, this is C, this one is D. Okay, firstly, for proper calculation, we have to convert this UDL into point load, imaginary point load. Okay, how to convert? This point load conversion formula is point load is equal to UDL magnitude into UDL distance. UDL magnitude they have given 2 into UDL distance only 1 meter. The total point load is 2 kN. We have to assume that it is acting at the center of the UDL. It is having magnitude of 2 kN. Okay, after this, firstly we have to consider upward force is equal to downward force. What are the upward force? Upward forces are RA plus RB. RA plus RA, RA plus RB. Okay, is equal to. Downward forces are 4 kN plus we have converted this UDL into point load. This is 2 is equal to total 6 kN. Total 6 kN. Okay, this is the value. Upward forces are RA plus RB is equal to 4 plus 2 into 1. Why we have taken 2 into 1? Because we already converted this is point load. 2 into 1 is equal to 6 kN. For calculation of any one reactions, we have to do one taking moment at point E. For that reason, R is equal to always 0. Upward force R is equal to 0. RA into distance is 0. For that reason, R is equal to 0. Only we have to calculate RB value. RB into this distance. For taking moment, word moment is definition of force into distance. For that reason, we are going to start with force into distance. This is upward force. Up to here we are taking. Why we are taking moment about at A point. RB into this distance is 4 meter is equal to downward forces are. Downward forces is this one. We already converted 2 kN. 2 into this distance. How much? 0.5 is the half of this. This is 1.5. Total is 2. 2 into 1 we can convert also 1.5 into 0.5. This is the value of this one. After that plus downward force another one up to this distance 4 into 1.5. The total calculation is 10 kN meter. Okay, RB value we got with 2.5 kN and RA value after putting this value in this formula, RA plus RB formula, we will get 3.5 kN. Okay, up to here you would have understood very well. Next we start with the shear force calculation. This is shear force calculation. RB we got 2.5, RA we got 3.5. Okay, I am going to start calculation from right corner only, right to the section only. First, at moment I want to find out shear force at section B is equal to. First I am going to draw a section. This problem is we are not seeing, only we are required to calculate right to the section only, right to the section only. Okay, I am going to take section over here. There is only one upward force. In shear force calculation, from right to the section, downward forces are taken as positive, upward forces taken as negative. In shear force calculation, this is upward force, this is negative force. For that reason, 2.5 is a negative. This is 2.5 kilonewton negative. Up to this point, up to C point, we are having same load. How much? 2.5, negative 2.5. At the C point, I am going to take section just over the C point. And from here to here, same load, there is no load, there is no downward force at this point. From right to the section, there is no downward force. For that reason, we are having same load up to at C point also. That's why it is negative 2.5 kilonewton. But at up to here also, up to I want to calculate up to here. Not here. Here I want to calculate. What is that? This is imaginary point load is 2 kilonewton. This is upward force. This is downward force. This is negative force. This is positive force. Minus 2.5 plus 2 into 1. For that reason we got with negative 0.5. Up to here we are having negative 0.5. After I am taking section over here at D point. How much? 0.5 is here and plus 4 here, because it is having downward force. 0.5 is negative plus 4 downward force is equal to 3.5 kilonewton. Up to here only, up to at A point also we are having same load 3.5. At A point also see we are having same load 3.5. This completes the calculation of shear force. Okay, we have to draw with the drawing. This is the drawing. Okay, as we previously discussed, this is the baseline, zero line we can call. Below this line negative value, above this line positive value. Okay, below first at B point is negative. For that reason we have to mark it below the baseline. This is mark it. This is zero line. Both we have to join with the vertical line. There is no load between these 2 points B and C. For that reason I am going to draw the horizontal line. But we can't possible to draw here vertical horizontal line, because we are having UDL load on beam. For that reason, first of all we have to mark it at up to D point. How much we are having? Negative 0.5. We have to join with inclined lines here. But at D point we got 3.5. 3.5 is the positive, so that positive is above the baseline. Mark it and join with the vertical line. There is no load between these 2 points. We will draw with the horizontal line. After completing this problem, we have to join with baseline. This is positive shear force. This is negative force. This completes the shear force diagram. Next, we will move to the bending moment calculation. Okay, bending moment calculation. You already been discussed in previous session. At A, at B is always 0. Even your calculation, we will get 0 only, and without calculation, we will get 0 only. This is the procedure of doing simply supported beam. Whenever support is there, there would be 0 of bending value, bending moment value. For that reason, at B is equal to 0, at A is equal to also 0. Okay, only required to calculate between 2 points. Between 2 points only. Right, up to here we have. Now I want to calculate bending moment at section C. Now I am taking section over here. Okay, in bending moment calculation, upward forces are taken as positive and downward forces taken as negative. This one is upward into this distance, up to this distance, because we are calculating at C point. Positive 2.5 into this distance, 1.5. 2.5 into 1.5 is equal to 3.75 kilonewton meter. Up to here we have. After that, next point is I want to calculate bending moment at section D is equal to. First, this is upward, positive force into this distance. Up to here only we have to calculate. 1.5, 1 is equal to 2.5. Okay, for that reason 2.5 is the RB value and 2.5 is the distance. After that, I am already been discussed, this is the imaginary point load, 2 kilonewton, 2 into half distance is equal to 0.5. For that reason 2 into 1 is a conversion of point load, and half of this is 1.2 is equal to, by calculation we got with 5.25 kilonewton meter. By calculation also we will get 0, but directly we will get 0 only. Okay, this completed the bending moment calculation. Next we will move to the bending moment diagram. This is the bending moment diagram. This below diagram. This below diagram is the bending moment diagram. At A point is always, first we have to draw on horizontal line. This is base line. At A is equal to 0, at B is equal to 0. We have to mark it. After that, at C point we got positive 3.75. For that reason I am going to draw here. At D point we got 5.25. I am going to mark here. There is no load between A and D point. For that reason I am going to join with straight line. Right. At D to C point we are having UDL. For that reason I am going to draw parabolic curve. This is parabolic curve. There is no load between these 2 points. We will draw with, or we join with C and D point. This complete the bending moment diagram. Okay, up to here we would have understood very well of this problem. This complete the problem number 4. Next we will move to the problem number 5. This is the problem number 5. They also have given simply supported beam. This is beam of 6 meter span, carries an UDL of 20 kilonewton per meter over a length of 3 meter from right support. This is not from left support as we previously discussed in previous problem. This is from right support. Draw SFD and BMD. Also calculate maximum bending moment. Where could it happen? I will explain what is the maximum bending moment in this session only. Okay. Before going to have this problem, I want to draw the beam. This is simply supported beam they have given. Right. A distance of 6 meter they have given span. And UDL of 20 kilonewton over a length of 3 meter, up to 3 meter only they have given from right support. This is right support, this is left support. From here to here we are having 3 meter. 3 meter we are having UDL. And magnitude of 20 kilonewton per meter. Okay, and this distance is 3 meter, this is 6, this is also 3 meter. This is the problem. We have converted this word format into diagrammatic form. Right. Okay. This is the diagram. Right, 3 meter, this total distance is 6 meter. Okay, and UDL of 20 kilonewton per meter. We have to calculate, I am going to give name, left support as A, right support as B, and this one is center point they have given. This point they have given because of maximum bending. Okay, that I will discuss in this problem only. First of all, we have to convert this UDL into point load. What is the point load? Point load is equal to UDL into UDL magnitude into UDL distance. UDL magnitude is 20 kilonewton and UDL distance is 3. Total is 20 into 3 is equal to 60. This imaginary point load is 60 kilonewton. And half of this is 1.5. This is also 1.5. Okay. Before going to start with shear force calculation and bending moment calculation, we have to calculate RA value and RB value. Firstly, I am going to consider only the forces. Here are the forces. Upward force are 2 as we previously discussed, previous problem discussed. RA plus RB is the upward force. Downward force would be 20 into 3 because we have to convert point load into, UDL into point load. 20 into 3. This UDL into distance is equal to 60. Total load applied on the beam is 60 kilonewton. After that we want to determine RB value. For that reason we have to take moment at A point. This RB value, we have to consider moment, then we have to consider force into distance. This RB value into this distance up to A point. How much we are having? RB into 6. For that reason RB into 6 is equal to downward force. There would be one downward force. This is 60 kilonewton. Now we have converted point load from here to at A point. How much? 20 into 3 is the conversion of UDL into point load into this. From here to here we are having 3 by 2. This is 3 by 2. 3 by 2 and this is 3. For that reason 3 they have taken, 3 by 2 they have taken. Okay, after calculation we will get RB value is 45 kilonewton. And by putting this value in this RA plus RB formula, we will get RA is equal to 15 kilonewton. This completes the calculation of reactions. Next slide we will move to the calculation of shear force. Okay, shear force calculation. RB value we got 45, RA value we got 15. Right, I am going to take section over here only. In shear force calculation, upward force taken as negative and downward force is taken as positive as per the sign conversion concept. From right to the section, there is only one upward force. There is only one upward force. Right, there is only one upward force. This is negative. For that reason, I am taking at B section is equal to 45 negative kilonewton. After that, up to C point here, I am not taking section here, I am taking section up to C point, we are having how much load? This is upward force, this imaginary point load, 60 kilonewton is the downward force. This is positive force, this is negative force, this is positive force. Negative is 45, positive is 20 into 3, directly I am written as 60. 60 kilonewton is equal to 60 minus 45 is equal to 15 kilonewton. At up to C point we got with 60 kilonewton. Up to at C also we are having same load, because there is no load between these two points. Only we are having two loads, 45 and 60. For that reason, what we got up to C point, we will get same value at C point also, 15 kilonewton. Shear force at section, when there is no load between these two points A and C, for that reason up to A point also same value, 15 kilonewton. At C also same value, because there is no load, only one downward force, one upward force here. For that reason shear force at A is equal to 15 kilonewton. This completes the calculation of shear force diagram. After that we will draw a shear force diagram. This is the shear force diagram. Okay, first negative value. We have to draw on baseline over here. Below the baseline negative value, above the baseline positive value. This is first point is negative value. For that reason I am going to mark here negative 45. This is 0 line and this is 45 line. We have to join with vertical line. After that we can't possible to draw horizontal line as we previously discussed. Like this we can't possible to draw. Right, for that reason why we supposed not to draw horizontal line, because we are having UDL load on the beam. For that reason we have to first find out the C value. How much C value we got is 15 kilonewton. I have to mark it. Because of UDL I am going to join with inclined line at this point. After that there is no load between these 2 points. For that reason I am going to draw horizontal line. What we got at C point we will get same point at A also. This is the 15. After that we will draw vertical line up to baseline. This is positive shear force, this is negative shear force. Okay, this completed the shear force diagram also, shear force calculation also. Okay, after that this is very important for calc. In problem they have asked to determine the maximum bending moment. Where it happened I am going to explain here. Right, simply I will tell what is maximum bending. Whenever in shear force diagram, listen carefully, whenever shear force changes from positive to negative, I mean negative to positive, that point this is the baseline, this is negative value, this is positive value, it crosses from the baseline from negative to this is negative, this is positive. This point we call it as maximum bending moment will occur. Okay, even words also, whenever shear force changes its sign means negative to positive, maximum bending moment occurs. This is the explanation I have discussed. Hence maximum bending moment occur at D point. D point, I've been already told D point is the maximum. This one is the D point. This D point already I've been told, I will tell at this point. This D point is called as the maximum bending moments occur at D point. First of all, how we supposed to calculate this distance? This distance we have to calculate how much we are having. For that reason I am going to do one simple symmetrical problem. Right, I am going to take out this component. I am going to take out this component outside. This component only, this much only, this much component I am going to take out outside. Look like this only. This is upper corner we are having 15 and this below line we are having 45. We are not here sign conversion is not important. We can take negative as positive also for symmetrical purpose. Okay, and from here to here I am taking x. Okay. And from here to here, how much distance we are having? We are supposed to calculate. This distance is 3 meter. 3 meter minus of x would be this value. Okay, for that reason 3 minus x. This is the bracket. Okay, by symmetrical method, we supposed to have this x divided by 15 and is equal to 3x, 3 minus x divided by 45. For that reason x divided by 15, I am going to listen carefully. Right, I am going to symmetry about this is equal to this one. These are 2. Is in between there would be equal point. For that reason x divided by 15 and 3 minus x divided by 45. For that reason I am taking x divided by 15 and is equal to this symmetry is equal to this symmetry, 3 minus x divided by 45. By calculation we will get x value is x value is 2.25. This value we got is 2.25. Okay, and here up to here, from here to here we got 2.25, and this value we got 3 minus 2.5 is equal to 0.75. X value we got by calculation, x value we got is equal to 0.75. Okay, this distance from here to here we are having 0.75, and from here to here we are having 2.25. Why would we would have 2.25? 3 minus 0.75 is the value difference between this value, 2.25. Okay, up to here we would have studied, understood, I guess. Next is the bending moment calculation. Okay, bending moment calculation. I already been discussed. At supports, bending moment is always 0. By calculation also it would be 0. Without calculation also it is considered as 0 only. For that reason, at B is equal to 0, at A is equal to always 0. We require to only calculate at maximum bending how much happen, at C point also how much will happen. I want to calculate at a D point, Okay, up to here only we have to calculate. First one, how much? In bending moment calculation, upward force taken as positive 45 into this distance. This distance is 2.25. Okay, minus, this is the load. How much load it is happened? 1.5 this distance, 1.5 this distance. Okay, up to here we would have studied 2.220. This is also UDL, na? This is also UDL. This is 2.25. This is the load, 2.25. Okay, this is also having same magnitude, 20 into 2.25 is the conversion of UDL into point load. For that reason they have converted 20 to 2.5. This is the conversion of UDL into UDL distance. After that, half of the component we are assuming that 2.25 divided by 2. This is the maximum bending moment happened at D point. After that we have to calculate here. How do we calculate this load into this distance up to this point? After this load into this distance we have to calculate 45 into 3. This is 45 positive, minus this is 20 into 3, conversion of UDL into point load from half of the 3 by 2. 20 into 3 into 3 by 2 is equal to 45 kilonewton. We got by calculator. Okay, this completes the calculation of bending moment diagram. Next we will move to the bending moment diagram. This is the diagram. Okay, how much it got B point? We got B value is bending moment value is 0, A also 0. How much we got at D point? This is D point only. This is D point. How much we got? 50 point. For that reason, first of all, here I am going to draw. At C point we got 45. I am going to draw here. Then we will join with the straight line. After the how much we got at D point? We have got 50.62, more than 45. For that reason, I am going to draw on vertical line D point, and after I will join with the parabolic curve. This is maximum bending moment at occur at this point, because it convert from negative to positive. In shear force diagram, positive to negative value or negative to positive value, it crosses from the baseline. That crossing point we call it as maximum bending moment. Okay, this complete the problem. And we are going to have another problem number 6. This is very big problem. We are going to start with very carefully. Okay, first of all we are going to have a problem. They have given simply supported beam having a span of 6 meter, carries an UDL of 12 kilonewton per meter over a length of 4 meter commencing from left support. Right, the UDL is starting from left hand support. The commencing is another word is starting point. It also carries a point load of 10 kilonewton. I am going to draw up to here. Only. They have given on simply supported beam. Right, and distance would be 6 meter. And 12 kilonewton per meter from left support. How much distance? 4 meter. From here to here we are having UDL up to 4 meter from left support. After that, It also carries a point load at a distance of 1 meter from right support. We are going to start with right support. This would be 2 meter and this is 1. Half of this is equal to 10 kilonewton we are having. 1 meter here is 1 meter is here. Okay, this complete the word format into diagram. After that we have to draw SFD and BMD diagram of all silent points, all silent values. Okay, I am converted this one by drawing also we will see. Okay, this is the problem what we discussed. Okay, this is 6 meter up to 4 meter we are having UDL from commencing from left support. After that from right support we are having at a distance of 1 meter we are having another point load, that is 10 kilonewton. Okay, up to here we would have studied. After that we have to determine the reactions. Every time I am not going to tell you how we supposed to calculate reactions. Okay, first assumption is very important to convert from UDL into point load. First, how much UDL? 12 point load conversion. 12 into distance UDL is 4. 12 4 za 48. 12 4 za 48. 48 kilonewton we have to assume that it is acting at the center of the UDL. This is for our convenience of succeeding problem. We are converted this one. Okay. Firstly, we are not considering by calculation RA plus RB, we are not considering the distances. First, we have only considered upward forces. There would be 2 upward forces. For that reason, RA plus RB is equal to downward forces are 12 into 4. This is 12 into 4 plus this would the downward force 10 kN. Total is 58 kilonewton. Okay. After that, I want to find out RB value. For that reason, I am going to take moment about A point. When moment word comes, we have to do force into distance. This is upward force into this distance. How much upward force is RB into 6 is equal to downward force. This into this distance. How much? 1. This would be the 1 meter. 1 plus 4 is equal to 5. Total is 5. After that, this is the point load. 12 into 4 is 48 is point load. 12 into 4 is conversion of UDL into point load and half of this 4 divided by 2. That we will get 146 is this value, and by calculation we will get RB value is 24.33 kilonewton. After getting this one, we have to put in this formula. We will get RA value is 33.66 kilonewton. This complete the reactions finding. Next we will move shear force calculation. This is shear force calculation. RB value we got 24.3. In shear force calculation, from right to the section, upward force is taken as negative and downward force is taken as positive. Right, I am going to section over here. Every time I am not going to tell you A, B, C, D, how we are supposed to note down. This E point they have given because of maximum bending moment, crossing of negative to positive and in shear force diagram. Okay, I am going to take section over here. This is only one upward force, that is negative force, because in shear force calculation upward force from right to the section is taken as negative and downward force is taken as positive. Okay, this is negative 24.33 kilonewton at B point. Up to C point, here we are taking, not taking I am here up to I am taking, same load we are having, negative 24.33. At C point we are having different load. This is negative, this one is positive. Right, minus 24.33 plus 10 kilonewton, 14.3. Up to at C point we are having negative 14.3. Up to C point we are having same load. Up to here only C. I am not taking here. We are having up to here point we are having same load, that is 14.33 is the negative value kilonewton. After that, at D point also same load, because there is no load here, only one upward force and downward force. What we will get up to D point, at D point also we will get same value, that is negative 14.33 kilonewton. After that, up to A point, how much we will get? This is upward force, negative force, this is downward force, and conversion of this one, 12 into 4, 48, this one. Up to here we got negative 14 point, and this we have to plus it because downward force, 12 into 4, negative 14.33 plus 12 into 4, this is the conversion of UDL into point load. We will get positive 33.67 kilonewton. After up to A point we are having same value, that is 33.67. At also we will get same value, 33.67 kilonewton. What would be we get at reaction A point? This A point also we are having same value, then only the calculation is correct. Okay. After this one we are going to draw SFD. This is the SFD. This is the SFD. Okay, SFD, we have to draw one horizontal line as a baseline. Below this negative value, above this positive value. You come to know many times, right? First one is negative 24. Negative means we have to mark it negative. This is zero line, we have to draw with vertical line. Another point is very important. Whenever point load, this is also one point load, this is also one point load, this is also one UDL load. This is downward upward, the downward point load, this is upward point load. Wherever there is a point load, we will draw with the one vertical line in shear force diagram. One vertical line they have given. After that, there is no load between these 2 points, we will draw with horizontal line. At C point, how much we got? At C point, we got negative 14, means less than 24. What that reason here is 14.33. This is left line, this is front line. Both we have to draw with vertical line. See, what I told previously, whenever point load is there, there would be one vertical line in shear force diagram. This is vertical line. Okay, after that there is no load between these 2 points, we will draw with horizontal line up to here at a D point. Before going to have this UDL value, we have to, how much we got? First we have to know how much we got at A point. A point we got 33.67. First we have to mark it positive 35 above the baseline. This is left line, this is front line. Both we have to join with inclined line like this. This point already we discussed in previous problem. Whenever sign changes from negative to positive in shear force diagram, this point we call it as maximum bending moment. Maximum bending moment. This point I am taken as E point. E point. Okay, up to here we have did. And in previously I have discussed, I am taking out this component. I am taking out this component outside. I am taking this component outside like this only. This value is 33. This is A section. This one is D section. D point. And how much we got at this point? 14.33. I am taking up to this crossing part to D point. I am taking X. And how much this one? 4 minus X, because this distance is 4, minus of X is equal to this distance would be 4 minus X. For that reason they have taken 4 minus X. By symmetrical method, this into this divided by this into this. X divided by 14.33 is equal to 4 minus X divided by 33 point. By calculation we will get X value is 1.2. We got X value is 1.2. X value is 1.2. This value is up to here. This value is 1.2. 1.2. Okay. Next, we will start with bending moment calculation. Right. I already discussed bending moment at B is equal to always 0. Bending moment at A is equal to always 0. If you do calculation also, we will get 0 only. Without calculation, we directly written as B and A is always 0. Next point is critical point is C point. We have to calculate bending moment at C point. How much? I am going to take section over here only. Here only, from here. This is upward force into this distance. We are not taking this 10 kilonewton because at C point only distance would be 0. For that reason, we are not going to consider 10 into 0 is equal to 0 only. Okay. In bending moment calculation, from right to the section, upward force is taken as positive, downward force is taken as negative. This is upward force, this is positive force up to this distance. How much? 24.33 into 1. This distance is 1. 24.33 kilonewton meter. After that, I am going to take section over here at D point. This RB into this distance. This RB into this distance. This is positive because upward force. Positive 24.33 into 2. 2 y 1. This is also 1. 2 minus. This is downward force. In bending moment calculation, downward force is taken as negative. Negative into this distance 1 meter. 10 into 1. This is by calculation we will get 38.66 kilonewton meter. After that, I want to calculate maximum bending at this point. Maximum bending at this point. Okay, listen carefully. Listen carefully. Okay, first 24. First is this is upward force into this distance. How much it is having? X value we got is 1.2. This X value we got is 1.2. Okay, this into this distance. How much distance? This is up to here we are having 2 meter. From here to here we are having 1.2. For that reason 24 plus into 2 plus 1.2. This is the value. This is the upward force. In the bending moment calculation, upward force taken as positive. Downward force is negative. Negative 10 into this is 1 plus this is 1.2. Total is 2.2. This would be the 2.2. Negative. This would be the magnitude. We have to convert first point load. This only we have to convert into point load. 12 into 1.2 we have converted. 12 into 1. This is the conversion of point load into 1.2 divided by 2. We have to assume that center of the acting. This distance is 1 by 2. 1.2 divided by 2. By calculation we will get 47.216 kilonewton meter. The unit of bending moment calculation is kilonewton meter. After that we are not doing the calculation of A because our condition is bending moment at support is always 0. Next slide we are going to draw bending moment diagram. Okay, bending moment diagram. This is the bending moment. All value we got is positive only. We should have to draw above the baseline. First we have to draw the baseline. Right. How much at C point we got? 24. I am going to mark it here. There is no load between these 2 points. We will join with the straight line. After that at D point we got 38.66. There is no load between C and D. For that reason I am going to draw with one vertical, straight line. After that at E point, at whenever sign changes, this would be the E point. We got maximum value is 47.216. I am going to mark here and draw with the parabolic curve like this only. Because of parabolic, this would be the UDL distance. For that reason I am going to draw with the parabolic curve in bending moment diagram. This completes the bending moment diagram. Next we will move to the outcome of this session. After completing this session, the students are much able to draw shear force diagram and bending moment diagram for simply supported beam with point loads and UDL also. Okay, next slide we are going to have the multiple questions. Multiple questions. This is the problem they have given. Simply supported they have given, and total distance they have given 6 meter. And from here to here, from left support to the D point they have given 2 meter, and UDL from D point to C point is 2 meter, and for C point to B up another right support 2 meter. Total is 6 meter. By this diagram we supposed to calculate. First question is find out the reaction, what is happening at A point. These are the 4 multiple choice questions. Do carefully and answer the among 4 there would be one correct answer. Do carefully. Okay, next slide we are going to have second question. Same problem they have given, simply supported with same values. Everything is same, only required to calculate shear force at section B is equal to shear force how much section at B is equal to. There would be 4 answer, any one among them. Okay, next question number 3. This is also same problem as we previously did with the problem same only. Here we have to calculate shear force at section D is equal to. We are having 4 values. We supposed to calculate very easily and do the answer. Okay, next slide we are going to have same problem of simply supported beam, only required to calculate bending moment at section D is equal to how much bending moment happened at D point. This is the 4 values we have given. Among them any one would be the correct answer, and do carefully and answer the question. Next slide we are having 5th question of same the diagram, simply supported beam. We only required to calculate bending moment at section A is equal to how much. These are the 4 values. Do carefully, and we have to be more careful while doing calculation in bending moment. Okay, next slide we are going to complete the this session. I am going to give 4 answers. Before going that, I am going to 4 answer. First question answer is A, second question answer is B, third question answer is D, fourth question answer is B, fifth question answer is A. Do well, don't answer simply, you have to do it, then you have to answer it. Okay. Very thank you to the students. Thank you.